Hey girls, you got Danita with Booty Bands, and today we're going to learn the importance of sciatica. If you have no idea what that means, you are still going to want to know, because if it affects you later on in your life, you're going to want to be able to prevent it. Common causes of sciatica can 1. be a herniated disc, 2. spinal stenosis, or 3. piriformis syndrome. Now these 3 things, you're going to feel like you're going to want to rest because you're experiencing either some sort of pain, some numbness, or some sort of discomfort. But actually the best thing that you can do is staying in movement. I'm going to show you some exercises and some stretches today that are going to be so important on making sure that you're supporting that spine and making sure that you are preventing anything from ever happening. Something that's happened to me, and as I'm starting to get older and older, I've noticed that the longer I am sitting or standing or walking, I notice that I'm starting to get a lack of range of motion in my hip flexors and my lower back, and I'm starting to feel more achy. And at times it actually feels like you don't want to do anything. Instead, you just want to go to sleep, or you just want to continue to keep sitting. But that's the worst thing you can possibly do. Keeping your body in motion and actually lubricating all of those joints, and you're going to strengthen all those muscles around your spine in order to keep it nice and strong, so that way your body is at optimal levels. Before you start any exercise program, you want to always make sure that you speak to your healthcare professional. Let's nourish that spine, let's support it, and let's become pain-free. If you do not have a booty band, go ahead and click on the link below, because I will be demonstrating some of the exercises with these bands today. The first one we're going to do is we're going to start in a seated position. What I really focus on here is making sure that I'm taking each vertebrae and separating them as I'm rolling down towards the mat. This ensures that you're really going to keep your lower back onto the mat. So just go ahead and round everything and just slowly roll yourself down as you allow your core to take over, as you just place one at a time to really melt yourself into the mat. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bring the feet just right up where the booty is, and you're going to have it about hip distance apart. From here, you can have your hands straight out to the side, and we're just going to go into a dynamic movement, so a dynamic stretch where you're just going to rock the knees back and forth. So it doesn't have to be too low. If you're experiencing a lot of pain, this can be very soft and very gentle, but it's going to feel really, really good as you start to just open up through that low back. Eventually, you can even start getting a little bit lower and getting a nice good arch, so even bringing those knees down towards the ground. If it feels right for you, again, always listen to your body and make sure that you go to whatever your level is. So this feels really, really good right through here. You're gonna get a nice good stretch all the way through there. It also, you're gonna feel a little bit through the quad as well. So the quad's gonna be right into the front of your leg here, and a little bit into your hip flexors, which is gonna be really good. The next one is gonna be the alternating knee hug. So you're gonna go ahead and just draw one knee at a time up towards your chest. Nice good hold, and then go ahead and switch to the other side. This is going to be more of a modification. If you feel like you can go a little bit more advanced, then you can go ahead and bring that leg all the way down as the other one comes all the way up. And what that does is it provides a nice good stretch again through that hip flexor right through here. The next is going to be the butterfly. So what you're going to do is you're just going to bring your soles of your feet together and allow your legs just to hang down. So just allowing gravity to take over here. More of a modification, your feet can be out away from you, and more of an advanced, you can bring your feet up closer, okay? So from here, you're going to press your feet nice and flat towards one another. And you're just going to draw them up and then really push down, getting a nice good stretch through your hip flexors. I am really focusing on my breathing. This should just be a very slow time that you can just really inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Just taking your time through each one of these and just doing what feels best for your body. Great job. The next one is the figure 4, so you're just gonna cross one ankle over onto the other leg. From here, what you're gonna do in this modification, you're just gonna press this knee away and then go ahead and just bring it all the way up and towards your opposite shoulder. So again, just press down and then press up. So you're really gonna feel it all through here. This is great for your piriformis. You're gonna get a good nice stretch right here through the hip flexor and then again right back through here. So this is going to be your modification. If you can go a little bit more advanced, I'm just gonna have you lift your back leg and you can go ahead and either hold on to it and press with that knee right here. Your choice, whatever feels best for you. And you're gonna feel a nice, good, deep stretch. It feels awesome. I want you to pick the numbers. I don't want to choose any of your reps today. It's important that you listen to your body and really know when it feels good and when it doesn't, when the limit is for it. And honestly, you know, if you don't have a whole lot of time through your day, this doesn't have to be something that's very long. This can be just a few exercises that you go through daily. Those were some dynamic stretches that will be really good just to kind of start getting everything loose. Again, there was those modifications that you can always choose from, and then you can go into your advanced. Let's go into the exercises now. Go ahead and place your booty band right above your knee, so right onto your thighs. Again, if you do not have a booty band, you can go ahead and click in the link below. So go ahead and lie flat, keeping your lower back right onto the mat. No arching through here. Make sure everything's nice and flat, and you rotate your pelvic so it has a nice good surface there onto the mat. From here, what you're gonna do is place your feet hip distance apart. Make sure that your feet are just right underneath your knees rather than out here or too close up. I've mentioned that several times in my videos. And from here, your focus is right in through your heels, okay? So not to your toes, mostly focus with your heels, but yes, your whole foot is going to be is pressing down into the floor here. So go ahead and come all the way up. You're gonna squeeze, and so you have a nice good straight line from your knees right through here. You don't wanna overarch through there. You just wanna have a nice good straight line, so you're engaging here through the glutes. Okay, so you're gonna have a nice good squeeze. From here, what I want you to do is roll, like I mentioned, one vertebrae at a time, come down, and then come up, and just peel yourself off that mat. What you're really focusing here is you're starting to strengthen the whole back side of you, actually. You're strengthening your hamstrings, your glutes, and your back. And essentially what you're doing is you're telling the body as it's starting to get stronger that to actually use those muscles that it's required rather than having other things take over, which causes pain. That's where piriformis issue starts having one of the major problems, is because it's activating the wrong muscles during movements. So really focusing on strengthening your body will help it relieve so much pain in the end. Again, it's not about a number today, it's about having a mind-body connection and really strengthening your body and knowing what level is good for you, okay? I'm just showing you demonstrations. So The next part we're gonna go into is clams, or essentially I call them the mermaids. And what we're gonna be doing is strengthening the hip abductor muscles. So what this does, it actually is going to help with our piriformis, which ends up taking the load if our muscles are not working correctly. So if we work the hip muscles, these abductor muscles, it's going to relieve that pressure and it's going to feel amazing, okay? So a lot of girls ask, Danita, can it help with my piriformis syndrome? Yes, it can. So what you're going to do here, instead of liking the clam all the way down at the bottom, I like to pop my feet both into the air. I feel like I get more of the engagement up here in the medius. So I have my feet just right down below me, and my knees are slightly bent, roughly about a 45-degree angle is okay. What you're gonna do is just gonna go ahead and open and close. And so you're gonna really feel a nice good squeeze right here through your glutes and in through your hip right here. This is definitely more about slow control. You're isolating just this one area. It's going to have more of a warm burn. If you feel pain, that is not what you're looking for. You're looking for that warm, nice muscle burn, which all the girls are loving that booty burn with these bands. It's awesome. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and leave my bottom foot down, place it right down on the ground, and my top leg is going to come out. What I like to do is I like to flex it. I feel more into my glutes when I keep that foot flexed. I'm just going to just bring it up and down here, kind of get a nice good rotation, or a nice good feel right through here through my glutes and hips. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to point my toe, and I'm just going to make some nice good, about basketball size circles. I'm aiming for about 5 on one side and 5 on the other, but listen to your body, let it tell you what it wants. Ooh, I'm feeling it. Oh, that feels awesome. Good. Go ahead and relax, rub it out, whatever you need to. We're gonna do a couple static stretches at the very end of this workout. And just go ahead and flip onto the other side. Again, same thing, go ahead and just bring both feet up into the air and just go ahead and open and close that band. You're gonna wanna feel, again, right in through the glutes, kind of the upper part of the glutes and all the way in through your hip, all the abductor. So abductor muscles when you're pulling your legs apart. So this motion here. Great, after we've done that, let's go ahead and just relax our bottom leg. Top leg comes out, we're gonna flex it. The next and last exercise we're gonna do is this is bird dog. So you're gonna have your knees right underneath your hips and your hands right underneath your shoulders. And from here, you're just gonna go ahead and lift your leg back and bring it down. This is your modification. Your advanced, you're just gonna go ahead and lift your leg back. Meanwhile, your opposite hand coming up. Your really good, nice, good focus is through your glutes and keeping your core nice and tight. That is your focus the whole time you're doing this. Focus on really lengthening that leg, lengthening that arm. Reach, reach, reach in both directions. You are doing so good for your back today. You should be so happy to know that you are either preventing or saving your back. We're only getting older. But why not be better with age, like a fine wine? This feels great. You really do feel your core through this one. And when you are strengthening your core, essentially you're really, really strengthening that lower back as well. Good, let's do our final static stretches and then we're done. Beautifuls, we are almost done. So again, we're just gonna finish with our static stretching, which is gonna be our nice good hold. So you're gonna roll back one vertebrae at a time like we did before. Go ahead and rest everything onto the mat, just melt yourself in there. We're gonna start with the first one that we did from the very beginning. And instead of the moving, what we're gonna do is just go ahead and bring that one foot up, place the other one across, and then you're gonna go ahead and just bring it nice and gently all the way down. From here, you're gonna get a nice good stretch through your lower back, and you can just put your hands into a T position here and really breathe through anything that feels stiff or through tight to allow it to relax even more. I focus on about 3 to 5 deep breaths in this position. If you're advanced, you can go ahead and take that knee up a little bit higher. So you feel a little bit of a deeper stretch. You can also place a little bit of some weight onto that top leg. Great job. We'll go ahead and switch. The next one, instead of the knee hug that we did at the very beginning, we're gonna go a little bit deeper because we all are nice and warm. We're gonna go into the hamstring. So you can just try to straighten that leg out as much as possible. If you need to bend it a little bit, but just try to straighten it so you really feel a good, nice, warm, deep stretch through here. If you wanna get a little deeper, you can pull it, but again, you don't need to go anything crazy. You know, you can play with a little bit of your ankle flexibility here. So pointing and flexing, and also you can do a couple rotations as you're focusing on your 3 to 5 deep breaths. Good, I feel pretty tight there from doing a hamstring exercise the day before. So definitely feeling that one. Let's go ahead and go to the other side. The next we're gonna go into our butterfly. So we're gonna go ahead and place our feet again flat with each other, and you can go ahead and just press right into your knees and just really open up through your hip flexors. Here, go ahead and give me about 3 to 5 deep breaths. Great job, and the last one will be our figure 4. So just go ahead and cross that ankle over the other one. You can go ahead and grab all the way through to the top part of your leg, or you can reach right underneath, whatever feels best for you. But what you're gonna do is you're just gonna hold it and you're gonna feel it right through that glute that is the one that is bent, okay? Good, go ahead and switch sides. I don't know if you saw that, but I just kind of tweaked it just a little bit to feel a little bit more through here. So if you are a little bit more to the left and you want to just swing a little bit more to the right for a second, you're going to feel it actually change the stretch. So do anything that's got that mind connection that's in you that you can just get a nice little shift like that that can make a really big difference for you. Great job. Go ahead and just roll to the side and sit on up. I am so grateful that you did this with me today. If you are experiencing any sort of pain, or if you're just wanting to make sure that you don't ever experience it, this is just so good for you to make sure that you're really lubricating that spine and putting the muscles and that new blood and the new oxygen and essentially just keeping you full of life and full of youth. So I'm so grateful that you did this today with me. Again, if you do not have a booty band, there is the level 1, the level 2, and the level 3. Not only do you just get a booty band, but you also get 10 days of workouts that aim just for the glutes, and as well a small waist diet program that teaches you the tricks on how to shrink that waist. You can follow my YouTube channel. I have a lot of exercises that go into upper body, the core, recipes, and more, and I'm constantly listening to you guys because you guys actually recommended this workout because of all of you that were struggling with sciatica issues, and I am here to help. So thank you for recommending this. If you guys have any other videos to recommend for me, just go ahead and write below what you guys would like, and I'm excited to hear more from you. So if you love these videos, go ahead and hit subscribe in the button below.